Man United announced mass redundancies and their job cuts, the latest in Man United's cost-cutting measures. Man United announced plans to transform its corporate structure as part of a series of additional measures to improve the club's financial sustainability and enhance operational efficiency. Man United is to transform its corporate structure as part of additional measures to the club's financial stability and operational efficiency. The transformation plan aims to return the club to profitability after 5 consecutive years of losses since 2019. This will create a more solid financial platform with which the club can invest into men's and women's football success and improve football structure. Oh no, you just gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh. As part of measures, the club.
Saeed, please, Saeed, you have to stop. You have to give me breaks for me to laugh to some of the Jackie
Okay.
This is CBBC Jackie Nori time. Story time. Yeah. Gather around, children. It's story time. Carry on.
Yeah. As part of these measures, the club anticipates that approximately 150 to 200 jobs may be made redundant, subject to a consultation process with employees. This would be an addition to the 250 roles removed last year. So we're looking at nearly 500 job roles, man, being lost, within the space of a year and a bit. Omar Berrado, Man United CEO, said, "We have a responsibility to put Man United in the strongest position to win across men's, women's, and academy teams. We are initiating a wide-ranging series of measures which will transform and renew the club. Unfortunately, this means announcing further potential redundancies, and we deeply regret the impact on those affected colleagues. However, these hard choices are necessary to put the club back on a stable financial footing. We have lost money for the past 5 consecutive years. This cannot continue. Our 2 main priorities of the club are delivering success on the pitch for our fans and improving our facilities. We cannot invest in those objectives if we are continuously losing money. At the end of this process, we will have a more lean, agile, and financially sustainable club, while continuing to provide a world-class service on our valuable commercial partners. We will then be in much stronger position to invest in football success and improve facility for fans while remaining compliant with UEFA and Premier League regulations." There you go, man. So basically, he's saying more cuts, more pain, and more problems until we get money. You know what I'm saying to you? Like,
obviously, the comment at the bottom there is violent put.
Yeah, GBT. Yeah, that's what it is. The biggest one for me was this one here about the staff canteen. I don't know if you've seen that one there. Yeah. So the staff canteen was open between 11:30 and 1:30. Yeah, and they were giving hot food, drink, and basic food. Right, that's now going to be closed now. So they're only going to be giving fruit. Hence why I said, you know what I mean, get your fruit stocked up, man. But I'll start with Minna first and foremost. What do you think? Necessary? Overboard? Is it just a reality? What are you saying, Minna?
My issue isn't if it's necessary. It's the way that it's being packaged. Like, firstly, I've never in my life, I've worked in the corporate world, for many, many years. I've never seen a redundancy program be packaged up as a transformation plan, because essentially what I see is that Ineos is trying to sell this to the fans, that it's what is needed to take Man United back to, being competitive, being on the front foot in terms of financially. Now, the canteen thing, that's interesting. And the reason why I say it's interesting is it's reportedly going to save them 1 million a year. Yeah?
Yeah.
They had no issue throwing the money around when it came to Dan Ashworth and when it came to Eric Ten Hag's renewal, etc. These kind of decisions were made without any sort of questioning as to how the implications could turn out to impact the team or impact the club, financially. And what I hate the most is they did this before. I can't remember. It was another statement or another kind of report a couple of months or it was about a month ago. There was a report about when there was more cuts coming out at Manchester United, and it was said in order for Manchester United to compete in the transfer window. And this is my issue, is the way that it's being packaged is a bit narcissistic. It's like, oh, we have to sack these people if we want to go and spend money in the summer transfer window. We need to get rid of 500 jobs at Manchester United. It's reported that, by the way, Manchester United has a buffed up workforce, over 1,000 employees, which is nearly double what maybe Manchester City have, etc. But I feel like because fans are losing their patience with Ineos, this
Facts.
is all coming at, you know, the worst time for Ineos. And if we're going to talk about, obviously, how the United found themselves in this situation, it all stems back to the Glazers. All of it goes back to the Glazers and their ownership, honestly. And I feel like some people might feel like redundancies are unnecessary, but the way that I see it, I never want to see people lose their jobs, especially not working class people. And I won't allow it to be packaged as the benefit. It's going to be a benefit for Manchester United, because if we sack 200 people, we will be able to spend in the transfer window. It doesn't work like that. It really should not work like that. And I can't wait to hear what Nuruddin has to say, because I don't know, Saeed, man, Ineos were your people.
Again, this is a myth. This is a myth.
They were your guys. Come on, they were your guys. They were your guys.
They were never my guys. I wanted Qataris. I never wanted Demir.
No, but we sat here in the summer and you
but that was because of the transfer.
And you were supporting them.
No, I wasn't supporting.
A week later, you were supporting them.
No.
They were your guys. You were accused of having a brown envelope.
No, what I was saying was, in terms of the transfer window, I said it was a fairly reasonable transfer window. But in terms of who they are and what they represent, and the fact that they went in bed with the Glazers and they never really wanted to buy the football club, I was always not for them. I was always pro Qatar. So in that regard,
you were pro Qatar before obviously Ineos came in, yeah. But when Ineos came in, you were pro Ineos consistently.
No, I wasn't pro Ineos.
Am I lying? Am I lying?
No. I was pro structure. Having a structure in the football club, I saw the benefits of that. Obviously, then I didn't realize Dan Ashworth was going to be sacked, and then there was going to be all of these kind of miscommunication within the board. I didn't anticipate that. If we have a structure at the football club, that can only be a benefit of that. So that I agreed with. But this whole idea of Ineos and the way they're moving right now, I don't trust them one bit. I think they're moving very, very fraudish right now. And Omar Barada is someone that I'm looking at right now as someone that, he loves to talk. He's a big talker. So all of this is not great, man. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of echo what you say, Mino, in that, all of this money that we're having to gain or kind of recuperate, it's like, bro, like, it doesn't have to be this way. I get it. People say it's business, but losing staff members, you know what I mean? Canteen and whatnot. Like, there's a lot of things that I think for me are just crazy. And it's like, no one will blame them for the debt. There's no one here saying, the debt is on them, etc., etc. But there's a lot of things that I'm like, bro, at the end, it's saying here, I don't know if you see the end of the statement. He says here something about, we will be in a much stronger position to invest. Like, you should invest regardless.
It's gaslighting. It's gaslighting.
Yeah,
they're basically telling you we have to do this in order for us to get to a better position. And it's gaslighting to me. That's genuinely how
there's no guarantees. It's a lot of PR and a lot of kind of like, let's put it in this way so then people will be patient. Like, no, like, you have to show us something to be patient with you. And right now, you're not really showing us anything in that regard. So for me, it's like, honestly, they are testing the fan base, and rightly so, man, because they don't really have a plan. They claim to have a plan. They claim to know what they're doing, but really and truly, they don't, man. And they're seen as one of them. So, Nuruddin, big up to you, man. What are you saying to all of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, Jackie, if you live in the UK, we've got children's TV channel called CBBC. And they make up things, plays and stuff, stories, fictional stories. That was nothing but a ChatGPT chat. That's what that was, speak. At the end of the day, I think Mina and both you here right on the head. How do you package half in the workforce? Because Manchester United were about 1,000. I think we had a one moment, 1,000 employees. People don't understand. These are people who work in Manchester United are not on 150 grand a week. You know what I mean? If they're on like 40 grand a year. Do you understand what I'm saying? The people, especially down south, think they're on like 70 grand, 100 grand a year. No, they're not. They're not on none of that money. These are working class people. And to me, anybody who tells me it's business, then to me, it shows you who you are. You're just a nothing but a two-beat bootlicker. And for me, there's nothing I don't understand in this world. I cannot stand is bootlickers. You know what? If the people who want to be horrible and want to put that energy out there, dog eats dog in that world, then fine, right? They have to live with themselves. It's the other people, it's the simp who simp for them and go, but but this is business. This is what they have to do. And who will then take that statement and go, well, I suppose they have to do something. Who put the club in this position? Who put the club in this position? Manchester United grew. The bigger we got, Saeed, Mina, and the chat, the bigger Manchester United got, the more successful we got, the more departments we needed. The more departments we needed. So the height of Manchester United, it was over 1,000 employees. Saeed, you understand that the scale of what Manchester United is? It is we're a gigantic football club. So now they have, the only thing that they've come and done is half the workforce. And then cut people who are United fans, Saeed, who, I know 2 people here who could have got a job. The experts, right, in their fields. They would have a better jobs, but they're big United fans and they wanted to work United. They wanted to be part of Manchester United. They want to live in Manchester and stay living in Manchester other than going abroad or going down south to go and get work in the fields that they're in. But they decided to stay here. So this idea that what we're thinking, 60 grand at the most, maybe 70 grand, between 30 grand, 20 grand, right? The scale up between 20 grand and maybe 70 grand. We're going to save employees that are on that. We're going to save money for us to go and buy players in the transfer window. Are you taking the piss? Are people taking the piss? Like, I don't know what is going on. I don't know how deluded you have to be to think that that is gonna, them sacking, that is gonna equate for Manchester United being successful on the football pitch. If you believe that, then you're not a bootlicker, you're just a robot. You need to be turned on and turned off at the end of the night. That's what needs to happen to you. You need to be turned on like you turn on a Hoover and then turn it off and pack it away. You need to be packed away because you're a robot. At the end of the day, these are vultures. Ineos, people who are trying to separate Ineos from Glazers need their head fixing as well. That's another way of bootlicking as well. Going, well, it's not their fault. They're just coming that building and they've got to sort it out. It's the Glazer. Glazer's still on the football club, you absolute muppets. I see some of you. People send me your tweets. What the hell are you guys on about? If Glazers could not have done this, Saeed, they went for the British PR, putting a Manchester and back in Manchester. He's putting a United.
That's what I don't get. When he says the working class person, when he says the working, as well, you know what the man's thing is? He says he's a working class person. You know, he's going to put the Manchester back in Manchester and all that. I think that's where as well, that fake image, No,
it's all these Ben Jacobs and these minions, these minions, these Ben Jacobs and these other pricks in the press, Saeed. All of them say, Jim is a vanity project. He's out of his depth, Saeed. You tell me, one was Nice. When did he take Nice to the Champions League? Forget the league title. What did Nice fans say to you on us? What did they say to us?
Yeah, no,
they overpromise and they under-deliver. And I send the warnings. I sent warning signs out here. Dodgy Dave and this muppet now, Jim, have cost. Mina just talked about the money wasting Dan Ashworth. Almost about 6 million, apparently. They're going to 4 million to get him in and a couple of million to sack him. Ten Hag, 14 million. Nearly 15 million to get rid of him, right? His coaching staff cost almost maybe $1 million between each. And then they pay 11 million to bring in Dan Ashworth. So why is the financial?
This is what I'm trying to say, bro.
So who's caused this? When people are like, it's the mess the Glazers have made. Who's making this mess? Forget the Glazers. They're the front of the Glazers. They're the front for Glazers. They're taking over the football operations.